Super Smash Secrets. I'm your host Spawn, and today we are going over Duck Hunt. Dog, this is my main. It's my favorite character in the game actually. I love Duck Hunt. Have played the actual Duck Hunt game, so also cool. This is a super unique character. He has a lot to him. So I'll start with his grounded move. So we have F-Tilt. This move is a very quick poke. It's 5 frames, lasts for 2 frames. It's very fast. This is one of Duck Hunt's best kill moves for a character that doesn't kill very early. This is a very good move for him. So I think carries around 110. He's one of the heavier characters in this game. I know this isn't going to kill, but it sends him pretty far. So this is very, very good for him. So Duck Hunt is a huge ledge trapping character. So just knowing how to use this move and knowing when to throw it out is very important, because this is going to be your main way to secure kills. Then you have his down tilt, which is like a shorter range version of his F tilt, and it doesn't kill. Actually meant to just poke at your opponent and be really annoying. It's faster than his F tilt. His F tilt isn't as spammable. It has more end lag. His down tilt can be used in succession a lot, and it also forces your opponent to tag, which is very good. I use this move a lot, just like after landing with like a forward air or something, and then I go into like a down tilt, just because it really helps Duck Hunt to have good usage of his normals, because he's so used to, most Duck Hunt players are so used to using his projectiles that you want to be really good at using his normals and being adept with them, because when you don't have projectiles, all you have is the dog. And then his up tilt. This move isn't really spectacular. I wouldn't say there's too many uses for this move. Honestly, I hit this move like once every like 20 games. Like, this move is not really that good. It doesn't even hit from the side unless the character's like almost inside of Duck Hunt, which isn't good. It does kill, confirmed though, if you combo into it from a combo. You can do like clay pigeon into like drag down up air or something. That's like really hard, but if you just hit like an up tilt on the platform, it can kill. If you happen to hit that, it is possible though. But other than that, it doesn't really have too much use. The move's not really that great. And we have his jab. He has frame 3 jab. It's very, very fast. He actually does have a gentleman if you tap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. He actually uses his hind legs to kick you away, which is kind of funny. And his rapid jab uses the duck and it sends opponents upwards. It doesn't kill anymore like it did in Smash 4, but it still does a lot of damage, so that's good. Yeah, these moves are going to be used a lot when you're on the ground, mainly down tilt and F tilt when you're looking for kills or just to get your opponent away from you. And if they're really close, I use like jab to catch people off guard. And then you have Duck Hunt's aerials. These are actually pretty good. I actually do think he has like a good set of aerials, even though on this character it may not seem like it. They're pretty good. So you have Nair, which is unlike the other super fast Nairs in this game. This move is not frame 3, it's frame 5, and the benefit that you get from this being frame 5 instead of frame 3 is that even though it's a little slower, it does kill by the ledge, and this move lasts for a very long time. You can fast fall with this move from all the way up here, and it will hit someone. This move just lasts for a very long time. It catches people off guard all the time. They're like, oh man, like, that's not gonna hit me. It will. This move is just very, very active, and the hitbox goes from being on the center of his body to his paws. Yes, it's a pretty good move. It's not great, but it's pretty good for Duck Hunt, and you can react to standing it up very easily with it and fade back. Pretty good move to use for killing as well. And then you have his forward air and his back air. I'm gonna go over these moves together because they are both frame 6 and they are very similar looking moves, but they operate differently. His forward air is used as a poke, and like an aerial poke. It has good range. It combos into grab and dash attack at lower percents and back air. You can do forward air, back air. It's a real combo. But yeah, if you're at like low percents, you can do forward air into forward throw into forward air or back air. That's what I do. Yeah, it's really good for starting combos. Actually, I love this move. It's very flexible. The duck has a lot of range for a character like this, I would say. He's pretty small, so like I think this has like a decent amount of range to like keep people out. It's almost as big as Palutena Fair, but not as big. And he does get a lot of drift with this move. And it is the same frame as his back air, which is also frame 6 and is a very similar looking move. But this is like if you took forward air and then you made it like a kill version. Like it just, instead of being a move that just pokes people and swats them away, this is the move that kills. Like if you hit this on someone around like 100 or 110 by the ledge, even earlier with rage, they should die. Terry's very heavy, so he's going to. But yeah, Duck Hunt doesn't usually kill early. He racks up a lot of percent early, so don't be scared of killing people at later percents. But this is one of your moves that you're gonna use a lot to try and kill people earlier than normal, because it's just that good. And you want to aim for the sweet spot. If you both his forward air and his back air, they have sour spots. If you look there, it's a 7%, 7.8. But if you hit the sweet spot, it does 12%. It also does more hit stun, and it has more knockback for both of the moves. So like if you want to do a combo version of forward air, you kind of want to aim for the soft spot. That's forward air and back air. Now you get this prize possession, the up air. This move is amazing. I honestly think it's one of the best up airs in the game. It's super lagless. It auto cancels out of a short hop, meaning that as soon as he lands, he can shield, which is amazing. That's like such a good tool because he can run with it and catch people who are jumping. And it's frame 6 and it's huge. If you do it right, it should usually combo correctly, but it does not have like great suction abilities like the other nairs, like multi-hit links. So you have to be more on point when you use this move. So you want to like make sure you're drifting into them and you're not drifting too far, because if you drift away from them, the move won't combo as well. But this is such a good move. It kills early if you get it right. As you see there, like if you're too far, it won't work. But it is such a good move at catching people above you and just keeping them in the air and combos and everything. It's just like the main way Duck Hunt gets his damage if people are jumping above him. And then you have his down air. This move isn't really that good, but it is a spike, and that's good because it combos out of play pigeon, and you'll see how good that move is once we get into his special moves. But this move, it doesn't really have that much usage, I'm not gonna lie. Like this, you're probably gonna be using this out of combos and when someone is recovering, because the cool thing about Duck Hunt down air is that it goes through the ledge, just much like Falcon down air if you time it right. Yeah, it does actually spike through the ledge, which is good because the bird's beak goes through the ledge, and it's kind of hard to time, but it does definitely happen, and I have gotten spikes like that. So other than that, you're really not going to be using that move too much. So I'm going to move on to specials, which are the main bread and butter about this character. So I'm going to start with Can. This move has so much to it. It does a lot. Like, genuinely, this does a lot. This move helps Duck Hunt control neutral. It's independent of him, so which means even if I get hit, if I press B, it will... I can move it. Like I can move it even if I'm getting hit, which is like such a good tool. See there, Terry's hitting me with power wave, and I'm still able to move the Can, which is amazing. So this just gives you a lot of control over situations where most characters wouldn't have any. So you can like break combos if you're getting hit with like a move or a combo and you know that can is behind you. You can just start pinging it and it'll come and protect you, probably exploding on you and your opponent, breaking the combo. It's also a frame 1 move, which meaning that as soon as you press it, it comes out. So I can demonstrate that here. I'm gonna wait until Terry hits me with this power wave, and I'm holding B now, so it means it's gonna come out in the first frame. I'm completely not doing anything else, and Terry hits me here, and you see the explosion happens. That means that this move is frame 1. As soon as he hit me with this, I got out of it. Like, we traded. The can will always blow both you and your opponent up in instances like this. And it's really good for getting out of non-true combos that your opponent might want to do on you. And just like mainly resetting the situation, because sometimes you don't want to get hit by certain combos, and that's perfectly fine. And you just want to get back to the ground and start zoning again, as Duck Hunt does, and rack up your damage from afar. This move can also be used to block projectiles if they get hit by... If Can gets hit by 2 or more projectiles in a row, it has to be in a row, it just stops moving. So it will only move if it gets hit by a physical move at that point. So you see, I got hit by Power Wave here. And no matter how many Power Waves this Terry does, this can is not going to move unless I make it move by pressing B. Like, he's just going to keep hitting it until it explodes on its own or until I move it. So I'm going to put it back near him. See, it comes towards me and it's just not moving. I can sit here, I can do whatever. It's just not going to move. So this is very good at like fighting other zoners. And trying to outzone them, because then you won't have to worry about their projectiles anymore, because your single projectile is just sitting there and blocking everything, and then you can make it move whenever you want, which is very good. You can also turn the trajectory that the can goes with certain moves. So it's the moves that would change the trajectory to, instead of like it just always going forward, you would have to use back air. Back air will make it come back towards Duck Hunt. Up air, if you hit all the hits of up air, it also makes it come back towards Duck Hunt, or just the first 2 hits. I can show that here. Like if you just hit one of the first 2 hits, or even just 1 hit, it comes back towards Duck Hunt, which is very good. And up tilt also does that as well, and if you hit down air as well, it sends it back towards Duck Hunt. So you have a lot of options to mix up your opponent by using this, using these moves to help like misdirect them and, you know, trick up their mind, just because you don't always want the can to go forward. That's a part of the mix-up. If you send it at them like that, they're scared. They're probably going to shield, but what if it doesn't hit their shield because you press B and now you bring it back? So like this move just has so much utility and ways to just use it. It can go almost anywhere on the screen. Like I can make it go all the way down there. You can like really become like a real like American sniper with this move. It can go right in front of the ledge to prevent people from coming back and grabbing the ledge. And I get a lot of kills that way. This move is just very good. And then we're gonna go on to side B. This move, way less complicated. It's really just like you throw this disc, you press it again, all the hits come out. The cool thing about this move though is, even though it is technically frame 18 when he actually throws the move, if he gets interrupted at any point, the disc just comes out, which means technically the disc is frame 1 too. So you can use it to get out of combos, or when you get hit by projectiles, you can get your own projectile out. So I'm gonna have Terry do this here. You see, if even though I can get hit by it, well, it's kind of hard to do. Like, even though I can get hit by this, you can still get the side B out like that. Yeah. So that's also showing you that this move is also frame 1. It's another combo escape that Duck Hunt has to get out of combos, and it's just very useful because it combos into so many things. Like this move just combos into so much. It combos into almost every aerial he has. You can do side B into nair. You can do side B back air. This is my favorite when they're at the ledge because it's a kill combo like that. You can side B into down air, which is really good for characters with bad recoveries like this. Like you just have a combo into a spike, which is really, really good. Especially on characters like Terry. He doesn't have a great vertical recovery, so you can just do that. I can't tell you how many early stocks I've taken because I randomly hit this move and I'm like, yeah, and I just run off and down air and Duck wins the game. And you know, he usually doesn't kill this early, so that's very good for him to have a setup like this. It is also a good move to use on shield. If it hits your shield, it bounces, it stays there, and you can also explode it, so it hits people who jump out of shield immediately. So it is a laggy move though, so you want to be careful. This move is very, very laggy, so if you throw it out, I'm buffering like his next attack, and you can see he is still in that animation for a very long time. Like he just started his jab. Like that is a very, very long time. So if you jump over the disc, you have so much time to run up and punish him. It's actually ridiculous. It has about like 50 frames of end lag. So if you miss that move, be prepared to eat a big punish if someone knows that's what can happen. And then you have his down B, which this move is great, and it has a lot of depth. So there are 5 gunmen. There's 1, 2, 3. That's the fastest one. 4 and 5. That's the shotgun one. There you go. So this is like the most random part of playing Duck Hunt, and it is sometimes a frustrating part. These gunmen spawn randomly, and how it works is that you can only get the same gunman after you go through all 5. So that's how I knew the last one was gonna be the gunman with the shotgun. So if I go and use this gunman, I can't get that same black gunman until I use the other gunman 4 more times. So then that's the fastest one. That's the sheriff. He's great. He gets kills. He's very fast. He's the fastest of the gunmen shooting. Then you have Lanky. He is the slowest shooter. But he is also tall, and he's one of the 2 gunmen with a special death animation, which helps you block projectiles. This one I just call him Red Scarf. He's not really that good, doesn't kill. Just kind of use him to block projectiles most of the time. If I know I'm gonna get him, he doesn't really do anything. That's my favorite one, the Sombrero. He has the shortest amount of range, but he shoots with a shotgun, and his hitbox is the entire body. All these gunmen have different ranges. He shoots the longest, he shoots the shortest, he's also the strongest. He's just kind of all around bad, and this one's great. He sends towards the blast zone. Most of the gunmen send to a diagonal angle, and he just sends you mainly towards the blast zone. Like that's how his angle is set up. And the one with the shotgun sends straight up most of the time. And then the sheriff, you know, he's the best, has the most kill power besides the one with the shotgun, also shoots the fastest. He's really good. That's down B. This move is very, very good. It can block projectiles. I use it a lot when I know someone's going to use something like a Samus charge shot or like a Mario fireball or anything. And the best part is when they die, you can keep using them as shields. It's really good. Like, oh yeah, well he died. Good job. Nah, you can block everything for me. This is a good way to fight people who also have projectiles, because then they can just soak it up. So that is actually one of the special death animations I was talking about. Only 2 gunmen have that. It's that specific one. At last, we have his up B. Very standard up B. This move isn't the best recovery in the game, but in combination with him recovering with can, you can actually press can as you're recovering. So this gives Duck Hunt a form of hitbox while he's recovering, which makes his recovery way harder to intercept. I can't tell you how many times people have tried to come off and edge guard me, and they get hit by the can as we're recovering, and then they explode. I tech, they don't, like, they die. It adds a lot more to his recovery than when he just does this, because he has no hitbox and he can only air dodge out of it. And if he does a move while he's falling out of it in the air, he can't recover. He goes straight into free fall. You can learn how to recover with can by pressing B. When you press B while you're recovering, when I up B, I take my hand off my stick. I let Duck Hunt recover on his own, because you don't want to accidentally press another button while you're doing this and then like he dies. Like, that's not what you want, because you can accidentally buffer a side B like this and then you'll die. That happens all the time. I see it. Newer Duck Hunt players, they do that. So I just press B. If you pick a direction while you're recovering with up B, Duck Hunt will follow that direction. Then I just take my hand off and I press B, so the game recognizes that I'm trying to shoot the can and not do anything else, and it follows me.